Hello, my name is Peter Lichen, and I'm here in basically beautiful, freshly opened Eastwind Lake Placid Hotel, sitting in the lounge, and we're gonna try to get to know a bit more about Bjorn Boyer, who's the founder of Eastwind Hotels. So, how did all of this happen?
Thank you. The first 5 years ago, Eastwind started up in a little town called Windham. But way before that, my upbringing was in the hotel industry in New York City. After many, many years working there and mostly on the finance side, I got my hands dirty on operations and development. Really fell in love with the work and the ever-changing nature of the work in hospitality and the different fields of it. At the point where I wanted to start something of my own. We had been looking around for many months where that could start. And that starting point ended up being something very close to home, essentially, very not in a logistical term, but more in terms of the surrounding. I grew up in Germany for 18 years. My grandparents came from Thüringen, which was rolling hills, very nature-oriented, four seasons destination. So it was a natural picking for us when we stumbled up on Windham, New York. We located a property that we fell in love with. It was a big friends and family project that lasted for 12 months in terms of renovation. And we opened our doors on June 1st, 2018. I will never forget the date. We've been now operating for more than 4 years. During that time, we discovered a piece of hospitality that had been not left behind, but it was new and interesting and exciting. So we started looking for additional properties, one being Lake Placid. We came here on vacation and realized that Lake Placid was just a bit more alpine, a little bit more European, and had something really special to offer, but was still lacking an interesting hotel experience. So we started looking again for properties in the area, came across the former Prague Motor Inn, which we have now renovated and opened at the end of July of this year as our second location for Eastwind Hotels. We're in the process of working on our third location, again in the Catskills, and we're excited to get to this point. It's a long, stressful, and hard-fought battle, and a lot of work, but it's been really rewarding. We've had fantastic guests, and that's what keeps us motivated and going.
Cool. What Eastwind means for you? How do you think Eastwind is different from the other, basically, offers? What is the Eastwind experience, basically?
I think to this day, a lot of guests that are coming have to be educated on what we're trying to accomplish, which is providing an experience for guests, not just a bed to stay. And you can very quickly tell when guests are just looking for a bed. They have already made their plans, they know what they want to do, and all they're seeking is a comfortable sleeping accommodation. But Eastwind is all about the experience, finding creative spaces, finding rest, and having an experience, things like candle making or leather making workshops or a yoga destination that will provide a lasting memory and not just a bed. You can go to any Hilton or Marriott to find exactly what you know from the pictures is that bedroom, but it will not be a memorable experience for the most part. Here at Eastwind, we're trying to create community. We've always built everything around a single destination like one fire pit, one sauna, one dining table, in order to bring people together. New York City and a lot of the metropolitan areas are very stressful throughout the week for people to work at. And when they come to Eastwind, they're trying to shed layers. In New York City, very few people really become social and talk to each other. By the time they're sitting at the dinner table in Eastwind, that conversation naturally starts flowing, and people eventually find themselves back at the fire pit talking for hours and hours with a glass of a whiskey or something in their hand, and they just are mesmerized by the fact that they all of a sudden open up to somebody they have never met, and they walk away with friends. And that's what's been creating the experience for guests at Eastwind. Yeah.
Great. I'm super happy that we could be basically part of the Eastwind story.
Me too.
Thank you. But it's just, why Lushna? Basically, this is the question. Why Lushna? And
it's a long. It's been a long road, and I would say that over the 5 years, our business relationship has also grown into a friendship, and that's the type of contractor, manufacturer, or business partner you want to have in your life, because it becomes seamless. And when everything started, this was purely business relationship that grew over time, and the trust grows, and you can work with somebody. And we found that in Lushna. There's everybody working at Lushna has become a friend. Everybody knows each other from our side and Lushna's side. And that's not something that just started from day one, but that started the relationship and the groundwork for why this business relationship has flourished so well. Lushna has been a fantastic partner from the communication side, the manufacturing, the quality, the flexibility with what we have in mind at each different location. And it's always been a very seamless communication process. There's never been anything that has been promised that hasn't been delivered, and vice versa. I think from our side, when we speak and say this is what we envision and this is how we're going to deliver for you, we deliver in the same way. So I think while it's a business relationship, the underlying fundamentals of it is so important that we can trust each other, and the product speaks for itself that comes from that.
thank you.
Thank you.